Stabilize! Into the wind!
There is no escape! Think you can get away? Brace yourself! Temple of Wisdom! Everybody stand back! Inazuma shines eternal!
Solidify! What's those Where do you think you're going? Law of the jungle!
Take it easy. Here, catch.
Stabilize! I will have order! Cut down! Dueling!
Everyone move in! Yahoo! Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff! Stop fighting! Teamwork is dreamwork! Share my knowledge! I see everything!
Into the wind!
Gotcha.
Time to fulfill my duty.
Solidify!
No slacking off.
Get set.
My will.
So let's play!
Where are you?
Illusion shattered! Stand back! Over him! Temple of Wisdom! Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Purge.
Transgressions!
That's close enough! New punching! Law of the jungle!
Quiet now.
Another test cell.
One with wind and cloud! The wind knows me. This is order! Stabilize!
Here comes the catch.
Testing my patience.
Gotcha.
My hammer said, your sacrifice is ready.
Order guide you! Solidify! One with nature! Fallen leaves! Adorn my night! Pound into the ground!
Get down. Busted. Quiet now.
Make yourselves a room!
Illusion shattered!
Going in! Let's light it!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Stabilize.
Busted. Gotcha.
Time to go.
Into the wind.
Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Solidify!
I will have order. The wind's rosy.
Busted. Quietly.
Down before the abyss!
Sharing the knowledge.
Get out of here! Inazuma shines eternal!
So rude. Sakura swirl.
The world!
Take flight. I'm going in. Make yourselves at home. Committed to memory.
Now you shall perish!
Whirling stone. Everybody stand back. The Temple of Wisdom.
There is no escape!
Stabilize!
Into the wind.
Game's up. Time's over. Busted.
Let's get down to business. Perfect distance.
Order guide
The wind's rosy.
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Illusion shattered!
Adventure time. Here we go. Adventure time.
My opponent.
Let's light it up.
There is no escape!
Let's light it up.
Teamwork is strength! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Committed to memory. Share my knowledge. Go.
Take flight! Torn to oblivion!
Faster, orders given, orders received. Roll! Make yourselves a room!
Sakura swirl! Whirling spell! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Like opening box of a death by trick. Share my knowledge!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Solidify!
One with nature.
Game's up. Fun's over.
As one with wind and cloud.
Crumble!
Tch, tch.
Gotcha.
I will have order.
The wind's rosy. Busted. Quietly now. Things are about to get...
Now you're testing my patience.
One with nature.
I'm getting
Now you're testing my patience.
I'm getting sick of this.
Will.
Let's get down to business.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Finally, keep it very.
The Temple of Wisdom. Life goes on.
Devil cut down.
Taste. Embrace the ice.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Sacred name, fortune preserver. Carry my knowledge. Commit it to memory. Rise. Oh.
Take flight. Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Orders given. Orders received.
Into the wind.
Here comes the catch.
Order guide you. Clouds high. The birds come. Wind strike.
Being pressure comes over.
I will have order. Stabilize.
Busted. Gotcha.
Illusion shattered.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Sakura swirl. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Opening box of Adepti Tricks. Sharing my knowledge. This blade hurts.
Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Shine down.
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Embrace the ice. Whirling. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
The Temple of Wisdom. Committed to me.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Time to go to work.
One with nature. Fallen leaves.
Things are about to get dicey. Your coming was target home.
Fierce and embrace the storm! Oasis!
Slow you. Game's up. Sun's over.
Where do you go?
Solidify!
Catch this!
Goodbye. But we'll meet again.
Time to go!
Stabilize!
One with nature.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
The eternal oasis at long last.
Catch this!
One with wind and cloud.
Here comes the catch.
At least.
Hurry. Dodge this. What's the hurry? This will be frozen.
Boba, get them!
Dodge this. Cool it.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Boba, get them! Nice and spiky!
Freeze.
Come a little closer.
Dodge this. Cool it.
You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this. Frostbite.
Come a little closer.
I'll protect us.
You're in for a little shock.
Go, Bob! Let the show begin.
You're in for a little shock. waste my time.
Freeze! Cool it!
Give up.
Dodge this! What's the hurry?
It's nothing.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Your life is mine.
Don't waste my time.
Nice and spicy.
It's nothing.
Animal test 6308. I'm the frying pan. Stand clear.
Dodge this!
Boba, get them. Absorption test.
Freeze!
Nice and spicy.
Frostbite! Dodge this!
Enhanced animal model 7.
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Oh no!
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Engar, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Following order.
New punching.
The winds knows me.
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be...
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in...
No task can be done without preparation.
Oh, but in...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small...
Oh, you mean the funny names she mentioned?
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Engar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right?
Wait, so...
No, he isn't. I just...
Wow! What a genius idea!
Ah, you're too kind.
So, that thing... About how mercenaries only care about Mora.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like...
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate.
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery.
But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia...
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler... This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please...
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just...
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. We'll know any moment.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace.
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. Us mercs, on the other hand?
Well, Paimon thinks you...
Really?
Oh, Sino's here.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean...
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where... Whoa, you look furious.
Do I?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your...
Perhaps I need to work on my Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry.
Yes. Please, don't beat it.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves. Yet the ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy!
You've made your... We may all be desert dwellers. But there's one... The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can...
We understand. I'll tell you everything I know, please.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make...
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection, and talked us into helping him. I'm not...
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia. Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the Academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless.
You're right. Time to go. Let's leave.
Yes.
You got it. Candace?
All right.
Let's meet back here when... Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Woo! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for...
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind! Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru Village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to...
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own...
Really?
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find...
Huh? Right here in...
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But...
What is that?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean, some of the...
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the Mad Scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the Radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Time to go. Follow the wind.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. Before, I wouldn't... Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. But even so, we've met lots of people from different... We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to...
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come...
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret.
Speaking of which, the Radicals mentioned that they despise trade...
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Perhaps. I'm not sure.
It's faint. It used to be louder and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village...
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have some... But, because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar. But it's been...
Yeah, let's go!
All right, amuse me. This world is full...
Sounds good to me.
Emerge.
Solidify!
I see everything!
Heartless. A reward on the road.
Is this the place? It's in terrible shape. And there's rats everywhere!
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Monsters! Watch out!
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
I see everything! Yeah! on our A game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take... Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then... I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. What are you reading? Let Paimon see!
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So...
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey! Paimon's your And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in... Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital in... Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms.
Right here, right now, right here.
Solidify!
Emerge, right now.
Order guide you.
You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. Also, what?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academy.
he's a scholar too? Is he the kind?
No. And Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might... Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with...
Loaded with...
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. The symptoms are identical. Looks like...
Huh?
Allow me to jog your memory. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it...
Correct. The Academia is behind. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale.
First, the Academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection,
emphasizing the role of the village keeper. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, as well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends. This scheme has one further
life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death.
Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret,
and look for no further explanation than different. The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their mind.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But there's still one very important question.
Throughout this process, first, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, an exile is still patently a living, breathing... If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them.
Resource?
One possibility is that the information in their brain...
Extracted?
With the technology of the Sumeru Act, perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is...
So, the human brain...
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge... Or perhaps, his curiosity got the best...
Hyman's...
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about... However, I can't... The Academia is going out of their way to look for... I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the
You mean, you're not even...
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects.
Sounds like you're really against...
Of course. The Academia's, whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundary. This matter needs to be corrected.
Wait! Didn't you step in to help?
Not to be callous, but no. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru. And the same...
Probably not.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't believe the divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean...
Hyman's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one...
Though I must say, uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Hyman's really
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after we return to...
Stabilize!
Everyone hold hands!
Emerge, right here.
Propagate! I see everything!
Right now, right here.
Gather!
Scatter! We're back!
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned...
Yep, pretty much!
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village. Yet, they fled once we were headed to...
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our...
Huh?
Looks like none of you have realized we're in Sino. You're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words, fair.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my
So what you're saying is... interesting.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the Academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go too! I want to find Grandpa.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Paimon feels like...
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay.
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device, something akin to a looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been let's split up and search the area.
Is this what we're searching?
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? They must have been attacked along...
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be...
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly...
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it.
Dia? Why would you? Dia! Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
Well...
this complicated...
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General... Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a...
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I...
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna...
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in...
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer... With these scholars in our custody, we'll...
Ridiculous. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're...
They look more like pawns of the academia. Filthy traitors. You're...
It's impossible to... Perhaps...
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand...
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the host...
Precisely.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps you...
Think you can talk me?
I'm not trying to persuade you.
You are the scribe. What do you...
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret. And this...
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like...
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said? You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take...
We've known each other for years.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the
An arm from the... What if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs.
You're not wrong, but this...
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying...
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman...
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it! Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do...
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off... You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now.
Phew. I was really counting.
Dia! That was...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them, if it came down to it.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your
Whatever it takes? You just might be
Huh? Are you
The Eremites once said that I was a...
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving. We should...
Everyone hold hands! You're all here so early!
Looks like we have everyone here.
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Okay,
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite...
Fine.
Emerge. Right here.
Propagate!
Solidify!
Emerge, right now. Emerge.
This way, Tree.
Right here. Emerge.
Grow. Propagate.
A reward on the road.
This is order. Stabilize.
Right here. Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Everyone hold hands.
Show them. Emerge. Right now.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer people.
Bring him out.
Grandpa! Why is there only...
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro...
You stay right there!
see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Paimon.
This day's going just...
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said. The dendro archon.
Grandpa?
Hey.
There used to be a temple.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, the symbols on the gate belonged to King Da. It could have been an underground palace in the distance.
Oh, a miracle. Praise!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Most of them seem in really bad shape.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict.
As it happens,
What are you doing?
don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to...
Paimon thought you weren't interested.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form. New discoveries are always worth investigating.
Raman, what are you gonna do about...
I'll just let them lay here.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rama.
Huh?
Do you see another Rama?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to.
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think...
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then...
Right here, right now. Emerge.
Propagate.
Order guide you.
Solidify!
I see everything. Come on out. Right here. now. Emerge. A sight to behold. Right here. Right now. Propagate!
Emerge! Right here! Emerge!
Crushing!
That's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are... King...
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving...
You can read ancient...
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this. The scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this grave...
Isn't sharing knowledge against...
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer... You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert My eternal lord chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memory.
No. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this doesn't...
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did King Deshret's death. The all but total... We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this from... How could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I...
Raman, that's... Give it a rest. You're starting...
My Eremites and I.
Hey, how you...
I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. But please, give me some time.
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time for us?
Tomorrow. I'll convince him, and I'll return every last one of your mad...
You seem to finally understand that our...
Yes. The gods never gave up on it.
That must have been rough, but he...
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own...
It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret.
The outcome...
We should get going too. Let's head back. Sorry, no, we're leaving.
Stop.
I see everything.
Right here. Right now.
Solidified.
Hey,
Time to work.
Right here.
I will have orders. Gather.
Right here. Nothing lasts forever.
Well done.
Minute's memory.
An unfortunate fault.
Find anything you like? I see everything.
Let's begin.
Happy to
No,
apply.
this is for
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
The Temple of Wisdom. This may be
This is it.
Raman,
Everything's been around.
I guess all I can...
Ah, don't mention it. But we...
Where are the purple?
I'll bring you to...
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the...
There's no need to yell.
We've been all over.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no.
Whoa. The moment they...
You should have known that
Wait, we were... No, not so...
I could do.
Please have mercy.
Start talking.
So, your superior...
They...
Don't play. They extract divine...
Well, you better...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound...
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death, the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them.
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of...
First, the Academia spent a long time After that, they harvested dreams with the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge...
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact... Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Sure, if it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend...
You must have noticed, it is as if they are cursed with a desire for Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars...
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusa... Is she not a true god?
From the beginning, when the Academia first discovered, they found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kus slowly but surely...
So...
All right, let's try to keep our... Raman, give me a few men.
Sure.
Solidified.
Wow.
Right here. Emerge.
Hey.
You want this one?
close.
Stabilize! Solidify!
A reward on the road.
I see everything.
Right now. Emerge.
Scatter.
A reward on the road.
Solidify!
Everyone hold hands.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Spring forth. Propagate.
Rise!
Is this an answer from this world?
fortified!
Everyone hold hands!
Right here, emerge. I'm always watching.
Everything's ready.
Just what will we...
Let's go gather some... Stabilize!
Right now. Right here.
Can't see?
Right now. Emerge.
One with the forest! Why is there a chest here? Smells like something good is inside. Stabilize!
Right now. Right here. Right now.
And ground!
Right here. Emerge.
Smells like something good is inside. Keep up.
Stabilize.
Right now, emerge. Hey! I wonder who this gift could be from.
Right now. Emerge.
I hear everything. One with the forest.
Right now.
Solidified.
I see everything.
Right here.
melt in this heat. Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you'll get what I mean. Oh. Smells like something good is inside. Keep up. I'm not finished my research.
This world...
The village keepers you found have all...
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there...
Or I could...
Oh, pipe!
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about...
So you...
Even though we lived through all of this...
What a whirlwind of a story.
It seems like there'll be more issues.
Still, now...
It's time to make a...
Indeed.
So, everyone...
Crush the sages and...
Well, Let's brain.
The next time we gather here, we must have.
Yep, it'll work out.